guys, we're ready to expand. Oh, hang tight. Need the matches. Gonna do a little purification work while we're sitting here. Oh, right. I want to just get a quick message from, you know, my favorites. The Moon Oracle. This has to do with the inner child and healing from this artificial hack of this artificial matrix. Boy, guys. Boy. And you could be really feeling this hack right now. This is part of the restoration of balance. And healing with our sacral chakra, throat chakra, through the heart chakra. But it's all happening with the root. I spoke about this in part 1 and 2. And those messages will be linked down below for anyone who hasn't checked those out yet and would like to, of course. All right. Because I'm feeling personally this fight, like the fight for balance within. Wow. So guys, of course, we're having a revision. We're having a revision with the element of air and earth. Okay, so here's Taurus right here. This is expanding with Taurus. And what's happening here is we're expanding from the path that we were birthed into to the activation of our authentic self. So this is healing from traditions that are no longer serving us, and healing from, you know, being put in a box and saying, you know what, you were born into this family, you are this, this, and this. This is activating with your authenticity, your light codes, your light code activations, and expanding into your authentic self. And we know that this is, we talked about this in part 2. We're gonna not be validating ourselves from without to within. It's gonna happen from within to without. And this has to do with reaching vector equilibrium. And we're working with the stone here. And here we're expanding with Libra and Scorpio, okay? And we have a full moon total lunar eclipse in Scorpio coming up. So as you can see, there's 2 swords here, and the serpent's tongue is wrapped around her arms, but her heart has been activated, her heart chakra. And this has to do with the inner child and the activation of our truth, right? So we are activating with our truth, with our light codes. And we're having a revision with the element of air, and 2 paths are becoming one as we restore balance. I want you to see this is connected to the black moon. It's in air, but we know we connected to earth first. We're shifting. And I really feel like there's one more message in here. Now, I want to see too, we're healing from institutions here. There's a school here. We're healing from institutions and the lies in our history. And that has to do with healing from the sword. Healing with the sword. And those serpent's tongues, you know, literally holding her there. She can't move, but she's gone within, and she has a rainbow having an activation here with her crown chakra, and we talked about that in part 2. And the cups are helping us to do this right here. The cups are helping us to restore balance, and this has to do with this total lunar eclipse in Scorpio, okay? And we do restore balance with the Six of Cups, and we have a third eye activation that is connected to healing from separation. And that activates the star, okay, guys? And we know, as we found out today, we're working with Temperance in order to heal from this separation. The Four of Cups is connected to the Two of Cups. So this has to do with our confidence. So we are going to elevate here. We are going to elevate with Door and Palace as we heal from our impulses. So our lower vibrational impulses are going to allow us to elevate, to raise the vibes. This is where we expand from gluttony. We're going to expand from gluttony here. We're going to see something we need to see. Remember, the energy of the opposites coming together to create the whole. And it's going to allow us to elevate. And look, we expand with the water element. The presence of Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces is all here to allow us to help us to heal with our confidence. And we're going to regain our ambition with the Earth, because I feel like many of us, we feel like we've lost this. We're tired. But this is also going to elevate our gifts here with Scepter, okay? Our gifts are going to be elevated because of what we're achieving right now. Okay. We're going to ask, this is new, guys, look to the sky to see within. Astro codes, the Astro Oracle. They're sharing with me that this has to do with this. So let's find out what this is connected to. And that this is connected to this. And of course, these messages here. So remember, eclipses eclipse things that are no longer serving us from our life. This is why we're having a revision. Guys, look how beautiful these cards are. Oh, and look at this. You know, we're healing with time. We're healing with time. And I felt, for the first time ever, in a way I could never even describe, past, present, and future becoming one. I entered a space where it all became one. There's the message, guys. Sun source. Working with moon perception and Mercury messages. And what are we doing? Remember, this has to do with the red. We were going to talk about the red, and it had to do the red string, the red energy, the red ribbon, the red bracelet, and how it was connected to the king and queen of fire. It has to do with our passions. With Venus, our beloved. Neptune, a vision. And Pluto, our rebirth. But all of this is going to allow us to work with Chiron and heal. But in order to do so, guys, we're going to have to nurture. There's going to be growth with healing from these swords. Look, you can even just see, here's where we heal. And then because of that, there's growth. The nurture, we growth. We have growth. Growth is achieved, okay? But this has to do with the mind. has to do with the mind. Now, we are working with Mercury here and here, okay? We're working with Mercury and Pluto here. And Mercury and Saturn here. So, there's our connection. It's part of our messages. This has to do, this message that's coming through is we're healing with our perception of source. So we're going to heal with our habitual patterning and our energy and the energy of source and the energy we know of the masculine and feminine. And we're going to temper it, guys. This is why temperance is here. Makes complete sense now. And remember, our perception has to do with the restoration of balance as we're balancing to heal from this chaos and justice. Now, guys, this is where we're going to start. Next time we meet up, we're going to share these messages because they're connected to the lunar eclipse as well. And I find it incredible that I was speaking about my soulmate today, whose sun and moon are both in Taurus. And is, you know, laser connected to this part of expansion, and we're in alchemy with one another. And this is how I love how we're connected. This is a beautiful gift once again. And I'm so excited to see you next time we meet up, where we're going to break this down a little bit more and explain this. So stay tuned, and we'll see you there, guys. Love, light, and healing energies sent your way to create with today. Remember, heal through this chaos. We're together. We're here for support, okay? If you need to rate me an email or leave a message, please do. I love you all. Now, guys, I just want to show you the rest of the messages because I was called to look at them. And I don't believe in, like, you know, we have to do this, this, and this, and then we get the right messages. I was called to shuffle to where I felt called to shuffle, and then the message received. I've never been one, like I told you, this is all intuitively. I don't get to know the cards first, you know, spend all this time shuffling them. That's not how I'm called. That's not how my gift works. And I honor that this is my path, okay? So the next card out we have is, you know, partnership with Juno here. And then we have Vesta, hearth. Okay, remember, we're healing to the core. This is connected to our flame. And our flame is connected to our partnership with our counterpart. And then the next message out is the South Node and the past, okay? And we have 31, 32, and 33. And here we go back to 1. Healing with Aries. And we're healing with how to act. This is connected to the King and Queen of Wands. And the next message, of course, after we know we have Aries, we just had Aries season, we have Taurus and cultivate. And what are we doing? We're cultivating with Gemini. Our connection to our partnership, the lovers. And this is cross-pollinate. This means something, guys. This means something. And this is also, too, going to be part of how we expand next time we meet up. I love you guys. Take care. Amp up those self-care patterns. Amp them up.